From Continental Airlines Arena in East Rutherford, the Yes Network presents NBA basketball. Tonight, the Nets go up against the Toronto Raptors for the third time this season. Vince Carter arrives at the office to take on his former mates, including Toronto's rising star, Chris Bosh. Boyd left by the season-ending injury to Nenad Kristic, and more has been made.
This past Friday night, Vince Carter showed extreme elevation, the key play igniting the Nets to victory, reminding some of his Air Canada days when he was winning the NBA Slam Dunk Championship as a Raptor. Tonight will be his 9th meeting against his former team, having won 5 of the previous 8 as the Nets and Raptors take part in a most unusual battle for first place in the Atlantic Division. Toronto 15-19, 4 games under 500, leading the way in the Atlantic. The Nets a half game back despite the record of 14-19. It's the 3rd meeting of the season between these two clubs. They split their first 2. And for Vince Carter against his former teams, it has been highs and lows. He's had some huge games against the Raptors, and he has had some games that he'd like to forget about.
Well, you're right about that, Marvin. I've done my math, and Vince Carter, 1 year and 1 day ago today, took care of the Toronto Raptors in their own building. Jason Kidd pushing the ball up the floor with the clock dwindling down. Vince Carter says, got him, relax, and gives the stare down. Yes, I'm bad. And how about the first meeting this season, Vince Carter explosive, dunking at the basket. In the last meeting, a different story. Vince Carter with the air ball runner in traffic. And how about the spot up 3 contested, but this is a shot that he can knock down, another air ball. They need Vince to be spectacular.
And since Vince Carter has come to the Nets in the 5 net wins, he's averaged 31 a game, shooting 53%. In the 3 losses, well, he's averaged just 16 points, and he has shot only 30%. Raptors, when we come back, a look at the Nets. A lower back injury. Here's Carter with the step, taking to the rim.
Very explosive by Vince Carter, putting the ball on the floor and attacking the basket. This is what making.
Nets with an 8-0 lead here at the start. Shot clock down to 4, down to 3. Carter gets it off and scores.
Once again, I don't understand how TJ Ford, as Dick Bavetta called to delay a game warning against the Nets. How does TJ Ford?
Carter for 3. Yes. Make it 13-0. Off to the fast start.
Kidd off the double team, finding Carter. He says, got him.
On Bargnoni, who just came on.
Well, what you like to see, Vince Carter going to the basket, forcing the defense to create the contact, and he's going to the line because of his aggressiveness.
It's Carter, one-time member of the Raptors, averaging better than 23 a game. For Toronto, shooting just under 45% from the field. 6.5 years with Toronto, Rookie of the Year, put up big numbers, 25, 26, 27 a game. And then unhappiness set in on the part of Vince and the Toronto front office. 14-19 overall. Here's Carter going at Bosh. Will it count? Yes, it does. He gets the call on the continuation, and Bosh picks up his first foul.
Can't emphasize enough, when Vince Carter has the mentality to attack on the offensive end, he puts so much pressure on the other team. There's times when he would stop and take the jump shot, but Bosh playing center field defensively, Vince Carter takes it to his body, finishes off the glass.
And Vince Carter off to one of those games that he has enjoyed against his former team. We mentioned at the start of the telecast, he's had ups and downs. He's had some enormous games against the Raptors since coming over to the Nets, and he has had some poor games against Toronto. He has 14 here in the first quarter.
Nockbar and the Nets look to play some tenacious D against Kim G and the T-Wolves in Minnesota.
It's his 32nd season as an NBA referee. Here's Vince Carter getting the step. Vince just checked back in. Carter on the follow.
That's what you do when you get upset about not getting the call when you think you got fouled. They're playing underneath the pick and roll, but Vince Carter on this replay gets fouled, doesn't get the call, and then puts the ball in the basket.
Garbajosa. Here's Carter shooting a three. Yes.
That's a V.
Vince Carter certainly picking it up on the offensive end the last 2 trips.
He moving.
No, it's possible that Sly was being sly with my lyrics.
Here's Kidd knocking down a three.
For Jason Kidd.
Garbajosa had it knocked aside. House, Carter, back to House. Yes. Beautifully done.
It's a great read by Vince Carter. Eddie House with the deflection on the defensive end gives the basketball up early to Carter. Carter finds him, knocks down the jump in transition.
Here on opening night. Nets winning in Toronto, and that's an offensive foul on Peterson.
Good job by Vince Carter closing out to the shooter and then taking the hit from Morris Peterson. This is how you do both. Stop the penetration and then close out to the shooter, getting him off the sweet spot, taking the offensive foul.
Carter to the step back and scores. 7 of 11 from the field. Carter has 21 points.
And after that last offensive foul, he was grabbing his left wrist, but looking at him on that offensive trip, it does not matter. He is in the zone right now, and he wants the basket.
Good, huh?
She's better than pretty good. Oh, my goodness.
So Carter to the line off that reverse attempt. Vince is 5 for 5 at the line.
But once again, putting the ball on the floor, not settling just for jump shots, doing a great job of mixing it up on the offensive end.
Foul. Calderon got picked off. Carter to the rim. There's no question. Vince very much into it here tonight against Bargnani.
It was all Nets early, and Raptors coming on late. Nets came out on fire. Jason Kidd double team, kicking it out to Vince Carter, who drains the three. Still in.
Is underway. And here's Carter opening up. So Vince Carter with 26 points. Nets look to run. Carter taking to the rim.
Running the floor once again off the missed shot by Toronto, keeping their foot on the gas tank, and Vince Carter filling the lane. The delivery from Jason Kidd.
28 points for Carter, and Sam Mitchell takes a timeout.
How about the hang times? You go ahead down. I'm going to stay up here and finish it off the rim.
Mark, at the start of the telecast, we talked about the highs and the lows of Vince Carter against his former team, the Raptors, and how that has certainly determined wins and losses since Vince has come over to the Nets. These two clubs have met 8 times. Nets have won 5, and in the wins, he's averaged better than 31 a game.
And you see the field goal percentage, too, 53% in wins. That means he's in an area attacking constantly. This is when Vince Carter is at his best, Marv.
And look at that stat line, 10 of 17. Put it out. Here comes Carter against Fred Jones. Carter banks it home with 0.2 of a second to go in the third. That was strictly one-on-one. Vince Carter going at Fred Jones. Carter now with 30 after 3. It's the Nets, 74.
Opposing coach facing TJ Ford, you force him to finish the play by himself.
Mikey Moore continues to show us the entire repertoire at the offensive end. That counts, and a foul.
I think other than Mikey Moore, the second happiest guy is his agent, because this guy has earned the right to have a guaranteed contract. But Vince Carter takes the double team off the pick, and then Mikey Moore finishes in traffic.
He would give them some minutes off the bench, maybe 8-10 minutes a game. Here's Nockbaugh again. But now Mikey, good hands by Parker, and Carter gets to it. Parker trying to attract the attention of the official, Matt Boland, trying to get the foul call. Shot clock down to 4. Kidd from downtown, yes, with 1 on the 24.
And if you're Anthony Parker, and the Nets have been doing quite a bit of this off the double team, Carter the Kid knocks it down, then Kidd.
It is Parker, rejected by Carter. Kidd gets it down. Here's Carter. It counts on the foul. Well, Mo Peterson should have wrapped him up, but he committed the touch foul, so Carter draws the personal and was able to hit the field goal.
And if you're Lawrence Frank, you say to your defense, don't tell me that you can't do multiple things. Vince Carter contesting, blocking the shot, off to the races, finishing in transition with the foul. That's how you defend. That's how you get it done. And Vince Carter smiling and enjoying it.
It has been an outstanding game. Collins. Vince Carter took a shot to the head, and he's down. The foul was given to stop the play. It's on Kidd, and Carter is obviously shaken up. 22nd timeout is called by the Nets. Athletic trainer Tim Walsh over to take a look.
This is something that if you're Tim Walsh, Lawrence Frank, Rod Thorne, anyone in the Nets organization, you do not want to see this.
We'll get a look in just a moment as to how this occurred. But here it is. Right there, looked like Carter taking a shot as Parker tried to knock the ball away and accidentally caught Vince right there.
I played with Vince Carter, and hopefully, well, he's going to be all right as we see him walking off the floor right now. It's tough to see a guy go down and obviously in some pain. As a teammate of a guy like Vince Carter, he does wear contact lenses, and we witnessed them get popped out in the past.
And apparently got hit inadvertently in the eye as Anthony Parker was trying to knock the ball aside. Vince Carter tonight, 12 for 23 from the field, 32 points along with 7 assists and 5 rebounds.
And sometimes, Marv, I'm be honest with you, I played 17 years in the league. It doesn't hurt to get a little extra camera time. Vince Carter is well aware of the fact that, you know, he's on the air right now.
Only you would think of that particular perspective.
It was Christmas, New Year's. You haven't seen all of the family. You want to let them know I'm okay. So just get a good look. Look, smile. Well, he knows. Vince knows.
You may have something there, Mark. Apparently, the Raptors giving a foul or buzz.
Well, I'm from the rings, Mark.
I haven't quite heard that. And now the Nets will empty their bench. Josh Boone will.
Most importantly, defensively, consistent on the defense.
They've won only 5 of 20 on the road. The Nets go over 500 at home. A record of 11 and 10 as they make it 2 out of 3 over the Raptors on the season. Vince Carter with 32. Richard Jefferson with 21. Jason Kidd, 10 points, 14 assists, and 8 rebounds. While the Raptors, led by Andrea Bargnani, who hit 8 of 13, 22 points. The point guard, Jose Calderon, with 16, and Mo Peterson with 15 points. So the Nets, with a record now of 15 and 19, as they look at a 2-game road trip at Chicago Thursday. That game to be seen on TNT. Saturday night at Minnesota. That game will be seen here on Yes. Let's go to Mark with Vince Carter.
Thanks, Marv. Standing here with Vince Carter. You had a bad game last time versus Toronto Raptors. Were you conscious of it? And if so, what was your mindset going in?
Definitely. I mean, I was conscious of it. You know, very poor game, and I just want to come out with the mentality of trying to put them away early and just being aggressive. Whether I was making shots or not, just my aggressiveness could make the difference. And, you know, I was able to hit shots with my aggressiveness.
How about the way you guys came out tonight playing aggressive and allowing them to get back into the ball game, but you guys did close it out?
Well, first and foremost, our offense, we were making shots, but our defense was creating offense. And once we were in half court, we were moving the ball, finding open shots, guys hitting shots. It was fun to play, and we kind of got lackadaisical, got a little comfortable, but yet we were able to finish the game.
Playing with you in Toronto, I'm well aware of how you enjoy camera time. Did you really hurt your eye, or were you aware of the fact that the camera was on you?
I just wanted to come talk to you.
Thanks again. Vince Carter with a spectacular night. Back to you, Marv.
All right, 86 coming up. It's the Nissan postgame. That's Basketball on Yes. Is produced by Frank DeGrace. Tonight's game directed by Michael Cooney. The pregame and halftime produced by Bill Boland. The supervising producer, Woody Fryman, and the executive producer is John Filippelli. Join us again Saturday night. It's the Nets and the T-Wolves from Minneapolis. Game time at 8 o'clock, and our coverage starts at 7:30. For more on the Yes Network, log on to YesNetwork.com. So for Mark Jackson and our entire crew, I'm Marv Albert. We'll be back with some final thoughts in just a moment. Nancy Newman and the postgame is next.
In the third quarter, Kidd running the floor, finding VC for the finish. Nets slept as they came out super strong in that third. VC driving from up top, banks it off glass. Nets 74-65 after three quarters. VC gets the block. Kidd hits him down the floor, and it's showtime. Feast your eyes. Nets a winner, 101-80. Guys, Coach Frank has got to be pretty pleased with a strong effort. The Nets really settled down in the second half, and Vince Carter, a fine showing, coming in, averaging 26 points a game in 8 career matchups versus his former team. Beat that, 32 points tonight.
And Nancy, as we discussed right at the start of the telecast, Vince Carter has had highs and lows against his former team, and when Vince has done well, as was certainly the case here tonight, the Nets have won, and since Carter has come over to the Nets, they have won 6 of 9 against the Raptors.
Tonight, certainly in an attack mode, not just taking what the defense gave him, but looking to exploit mismatches, attacking the paint area, and making things happen, creating offense not only for himself, but for his teammates with 7 assists.
Network team, I'm Nancy Newman saying thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your night. The Marv Albert Show is next, 101-86, Nets over the Raptors. Good night, everyone.